Hello everyone, Lola here. So it's nice to have you guys and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. So I quickly come to do this video because I got a lot of some people asking me about the Vicky James Luxury Masterclass, and I thought, okay, why instead of answering one person, I feel like there are a lot of people who want to ask these questions. It's like wanting to go to a uni or to go for a course, and you're like, okay, let me ask from people who have attended this course, is it worth it? And I want to tell you things that what you need to know before you register for the Vicky James Luxury Masterclass. All right, so I'm back. So in case you don't know, Vicky James is one of the top fashion designers in Nigeria. She makes really amazing dresses, and she recently started doing trainings, master classes, and teaching people. And she started off in the first edition was in August, of which I was a participant, in August 2023, of which I was a participant. And a lot of people want to hear your opinion about how the training went. Is it worth it? Because as at now, the price we paid then, it has doubled. So it's like, this money, is it worth it to pay for this training? And I like to say something, that the way we see life is different and is so based on who we are. Okay, so if I come to you and say that, oh yeah, this training was worth it, it was amazing, and then you meet another participant and they're like, maybe it was okay, but maybe not worth the price, the two of us might not be lying. Because when I went there, I probably had gone there and I feel like I got value for my money, and somebody else might have gone with another expectation and feel like I expected more. So what I think you should know before you go and pour out a huge sum of money to go for this training is that, one, know why you are going. Vicky James is a fashion designer that everybody, at least quite a lot of people, love. And sometimes you might get carried away with the fact that, oh, I just want to see her. When I see her, she will offload everything that she knows in my head, and that is it. That's why I want to pay that money. So once I pay that money, I will know everything that Vicky James knows. My dear people, it doesn't work like that. So first of all, if you're going with that expectation, scrap it. Because when you go with that expectation, you would expect that by the end of the training, and you feel like, oh, I still feel like, after spending 3 days with her, why am I not still swinging like her? And then you now start saying the training was not worth it. Scrap that mindset. Take it, like, squeeze it and throw it in the trash bin. Now, one thing before I registered for that training, one thing I did was, and I'm glad nobody had to tell me, but I told myself that if I'm going for this training, I need to ask myself, why am I going for this training? Now, there are so many things in the course outline. Okay, there's how to make a corset, there's branding, there's staffing, they will teach you a lot of things. You must tell yourself the one that everything is important, but the one that that your business needs right now, that is most important to you, that's the one that you would open your ear and listen the little things, and she will tell you everything. Even though you would think that she didn't tell you everything, she will tell you everything. But ask yourself that, why am I going? Am I going because of corsets? And mind you, let me point out, take it from a past attendee that corsets is not the major thing. I know that everybody loves a corset, everybody loves this and that, but the truth that you want to, the reason why you're going is because you see that, oh, everybody talks about this lady, her designs are nice and everything is so detailed. But she's not the only one, not only fashion designer that makes corsets. But there's something she does that make her work stand out. Even though you think that corset is the secret, she will share that secret with you. She even told us that day, she said, see, the branding class, the staffing class, the packaging class, those are like the most important. That's like the secrets. But Nigerians, and we like that. Oh no, that cannot be the secret. It will be the corsets. There's something that they are mixing together to do that their corsets. And business is not really about how you can cut and sew, because you can get people to do that for you. When I went for this training, I said something that I wanted to go and see how she thinks. You see how I believe that how great people have their greatness, or how they become who they are, is by how they think. And sometimes proximity with somebody can let you see a little glimpse of how this person thinks. And that's one thing I'm grateful for that I could get, because I am not going to that training to come back to be another Vicky James. No. She's not trying to replicate a lot of Vicky James, because if you go to that training with the hope that I want to go and learn how to make her corset, I want to steal how she sews her dresses and sew like that, and be the next Vicky, be like Vicky James. You can't be. Even when Satan tried that thing with God and say, I want to be like God, he failed at it. So if you are going there because you want to be Vicky James, why be a counterfeit when you can be the original? Don't go because you want to copy her designs. Go because you want to see how she thinks. One thing that I gained from there is that she places no limitation in her mind. You see, when they say, this is a standard, we don't go beyond 2 inches. The way I saw from that training is that she wouldn't take it as because all of you say you do 2 inches. Me, I want to try 4 inches and see. Nobody should tell me 4 inches is wrong. Me, I want to try it. So it's like there is no limitation. I'm going to try it. If it works, I go with it. If it doesn't work, I'll do it again and do something else. But I will not be limited by the standards, the laws that every other person have given themselves to limit them. So go with the mindset that you want to see how she thinks and implement that to take off limitations in your mind, to implement that in your own business, not trying to be the next Vicky James. Because if you are trying to be like Vicky James, you're going to be a counterfeit Vicky James, because there can only be one Vicky James. So, but the moment that you settle that with your mind, there will be nothing like, was it worth it? Was it not worth it? See, you see this thing that is called monetary value. That is the amount people place on their services. First, clarify that I'm paying this person because I feel like whatever I want to get with them, I can't get it from someone else. They are the ones that I feel that they can give it to me. And when you go there, open your mind. Even the little things that are not said. I'm a fashion instructor, and one thing that I know, when we're giving tests to students, I always say something that before your test, listen very well. Most of the time, the questions will not be from the notes that you have, but from the tiny things we chip in during the class that you didn't take as very important. So when the training is going on, what I've noticed is that even the little things, sometimes she might not even know that those tiny things that she just said cheaply, those are the secrets that is helping her in her business. But not those little, the ones that it looks like, oh, they just said and just by the way. And if it's the plan is just the same way as how they did it in August, you get access to see some of the dresses, check the dresses. From there, you can even learn. And please, most importantly, apart from going for that training just because you want to be under Vicky James teaching, please network with people. Network. There was some, like 1 or 2 major things I learned that it wasn't even Vicky James that told me, it was my seatmates that was saying it, that, oh yeah, you can do it this way. I was like, wow, this is something that I've been battling with and wondering what solution can be provided to this. And the person just said it casually because I paid for a training and I sat beside that person. So network with people. There are going to be people from all around the world coming in for that training. So is it worth it? It depends on you, because at the end of the day, some people were saying, it was, and okay, I forgot to say this. Before you go for that training, first clear it within yourself that whatever they would tell me in this training, I've probably heard it before. So this is for those who probably are professionals already. You attend a lot of trainings, and there are tendencies that whether they are talking about packaging or branding or even how to make corsets, you already have a knowledge, so that you won't say, oh, is this not this thing that she's saying? I already know it. Please don't sabotage yourself with that mindset. So before you even go, tell yourself that there are possibilities that they will say this thing, I already know it. They probably would say it in a different way. But guess what? If you don't keep your mind to the fact that, oh, once you hear, you're like, oh, so this is what I paid 1 million naira for, I already know it, there would always be something new to learn. there would always be something new to learn. And beyond the words, maybe how she relates to people, how she's organizing things, how the whole thing is structured. These are how you learn. These are how you learn. So don't go there with the mindset that everything I'll be hearing is new. So that is how I will know that it is worth my money. My dear, nobody is saying anything new again. Everybody is just recycling what one other person has said. But guess what? You want to learn under people who already have results. So will I advise that someone register for that course? Yes. But what is my advice before you drop your hard-earned money is that you should first ask yourself, what am I going to... And again, there's one thing one of my friends taught me, that for every training you go, always have an action point, that immediately after that training, what am I going to implement? When I got back, some people were messaging me and saying, oh, I've not seen you sew corsets. Why? How would you show that you went for the masterclass? And me, so I was being pressured a little bit and like, oh, it's true, I've not sewn corset. But I sat there and asked myself, am I trying to be another Vicky James? No. I'm trying to be the original of low sodium, not trying to be fake of Vicky James. I have a brand. I know what my brand stands for. However, when I go and train on that, I'm picking some things that I know can be implemented in my brand. And trust me, one thing I saw with Vicky James is that she doesn't play small. And I tried to implement that during my recent birthday. The photo shoot I did, I tried as much as possible to go all out. You can go and check my page, Low Sodium Atelier. I tried to go all out. And the response, the comments I got, I was like, yes, this is it. I'm already seeing results. So it's not until I make corsets. It's not on my brand. Is not a full corset brand. So you need to know what your brand is and see how that training fits into your brand. If corset is why you are going, it's fine. You are going to gain a lot of things. In fact, get techniques on how to sew corsets. But please know why, so that you won't come back and say, oh, I just wasted money and they didn't teach me well and maybe it's overhyped or this and that. I'm not telling you to register, but I'm telling you that if you would register, think about it well. It's a good course. It's a good... See, if you need anything that will open your mind, see, sometimes what you need, you already know. But you need someone to tell you, to open your mind to realize that all that you need is around you. You don't need to go very far. So from my own perspective, is 1 million naira too much to open my mind to see the things around me that can work for my good? No, it is not too much. Because if that is what I need to unlock a door that has been shut, I would rather pay that price so that it can be open for me. So remember, you're not trying to be another Vicky James. Because if you do, you are going to be a counterfeit. Nobody can be the original Vicky James except for Vicky James herself. So tell yourself that what am I going to... Look at the curriculum and tell yourself, by the time I come back, I want to be able to price my goods well. I want to be able to add more value. I want to be able to brand well. I want to be able to build an organogram or a structure for my business. So that when you have written that down, even before going for the training, when you get to the training, those are the things you are looking out for. Because once she mentioned, oh, this is how you cost, good, you've gotten answers to that thing, the reason why you came. And be open-minded to know that even if at the beginning what you are hearing seems to look like something you have heard before, there is always one new thing. But if you feel, oh, 99% of what I'm hearing, see, out of that 99%, that 1% that you have not heard before, if you miss it and you say, because while you are complaining that you have heard 99%, that 1% is the game changer. That 1% is the game changer. So what would be my comments as a past participant of the Vicky James Luxury Masterclass? It was worth it. I paid for it. It was 3 days. I didn't need to have too much months to train with her. But why do I think that is okay? Because I knew why I was going there. I knew what I wanted to gain from there. So please share this post everywhere so that whoever wants to, and trust me, let me just advise for those who might want to say, oh, let's contribute money together and go. I was sharing with someone, I think it's good to share it here. Maybe you can't afford to pay the money and then you're like, oh, I want to have friends come together and contribute money and send one person. It's good. See, everybody cannot afford a certain price, but let me tell you one secret. Whatever they would teach there, see, is for, I don't know, from my own perspective, it is more of the mind shifts. It's like when you go for a church program and then you send somebody, you pay their transfer fee to go for a church program, and then when they come back, they just share their sermon notes. What happened was not sermon notes. What happened was a transformation in their mind that they might not be able to transfer to you. But when you read the sermon notes, you might not experience the same transformation. And that's the same thing I saw with this VEEKEE JAMES Masterclass. Being there physically, experiencing it, there's a transformation that goes on in your mind that cannot be written down in the books. So even if the person says that, oh, don't worry, after each class, I will come and be teaching you guys the next day immediately, so I won't forget. See, she will only teach you, and whoever will teach you, it's not as if they want to be so wicked. But it is what has been written, what they were taught, the way they preach or the way they did the training, they will teach you like that. But the transformation that happened in this mind that will cause them to be a new person in their business will not happen to you, because you would only read from the books, but they were present and they will experience that transformation. So if you can afford to go by yourself and be present, my advice is that you should go. My advice is that you should be present there. Or if my advice is just that you should be present there. I know what I'm saying. My advice is that you should be present there. So please feel free to share this video with as many people that need to watch it. If you are registering for the VEEKEE JAMES Masterclass, you need to watch this. You see, that money is not small money, so you need to know why you are going, so that you won't come back saying you regretted this, or you didn't like this, or you didn't know why you went. It is important that you listen to this and share with as many people as you can share. And please do well to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I would love to see all of you, and of course drop your comments, what you feel about this video. If you have questions, again, of course I'm willing to respond to you. But yes, I would recommend the VEEKEE JAMES Masterclass. All right, bye.